So, you wrote and semi-directed or fully directed
Not fully, bits.
a web series called Gazelle La France.
Just Gazelle.
Or just Gazelle. So, can you tell me a bit about what it is about?
The plot, it follows French cosmetics inventor Gazelle La France. She attempts to launch her new lipstick range, Le Petit Chien, in the UK, whilst her stepdaughter Samantha suspects all may not be as it seems.
Very ambiguous. So, what was your sort of inspiration for this?
I suppose Absolutely Fabulous in a way. She's very much a Eddie and Patsy kind of character. But the original idea came from me putting a friend in a wig after we were drunk, and it was an improv session, and out Gazelle came.
So how hard was Gazelle to write?
It was quite easy actually. I had, because the first series was part of a uni project, I had the weekend to write 3 episodes. But luckily I'd done some work beforehand on it, because I was going to try and make it into a pilot. So I'd already done some of the groundwork.
So obviously, what kind of genre would you class it as?
It's a mockumentary, dark, surreal comedy.
Did you find comedy quite hard to start writing?
I find comedy easier to write than other genres. I don't know why. I seem to come up with some awful stuff that luckily people find funny.
Do you ever get scared that people aren't going to find it funny?
Yeah, after the day on set yesterday, I suggested a joke that most of the crew was like, "Oh, you can't say that."
So you there is a fine line between.
There is a very fine line between what's acceptable, and I mean, sometimes you can get away with stuff by doing it in a different way, but it is harder to get away with risque jokes these days.
So if you do put something in it that is a bit risque, how do you define whether it's too much or not? Do you go on people's reactions, or?
I don't think we've gone too far yet, but before anything gets filmed, there are loads of people I read through scripts with, and most of the time the jokes aren't harsh enough. So, by showing it to other people first, you know whether you've written something completely inappropriate or not.
What advice would you give to someone who would want to write something of a similar genre?
Watch a lot of shows in the same genre. See what's happened before. Because the more you watch, the more you kind of absorb the information and the way things are done without even realising. And keep writing, even if you think it's shit, just finish it. And then start the next thing, and it'll be a bit better. And slowly, over years, you'll be at a place where everything you write is good. That's not true, but a lot of it will be.
So, how did you figure out the structure for the mockumentary?
Do you mean this, the act structure?
Yeah, how did you figure out what bits to put where?
That was kind of, for me, I kind of I think because I've watched so many things, I kind of just knew where to put the dramatic bits, where to put, little bits of story that would come back later. I just kind of knew. I've read loads of books on act structure and writing, so some of that must have gone in.
All right. Thank you very much.